All right, boys and girls, this is the last part for today, and this is the part that you've been probably waiting to finally use a calculator, okay? So I think if you were having a little bit of issue, I think this will help. But again, don't rely on the calculator. The calculator is just there to check your answer. You really should be using that unit circle to understand it and practice it, and it just helps memorize it, okay? So in example 4, they basically want you to use a calculator, and they basically want you to approximate the values if possible. Okay, so now here's where we use a calculator. So hopefully you have either an app or an actual graphing calculator to do this. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is arc tangent of negative 8.45. So here's when you need your calculator, turn it on, and the first thing you need to do is to make sure your calculator is not in degree mode. You actually want to change it to radians. Okay, so mode, and change it to radians. Okay, however your calculator does this. Okay, so arctangent is the same as saying tangent inverse. Okay, and then we want to put negative 8.45, and we get this. Oops, little out of focus. Okay, there we go. So it's approximately, they didn't give us how much, so I usually try to stick to 4 decimal places. Okay, so I'm going to write negative 1.4530. Okay, and this is just a way of checking your answers. So again, this is our radian and this is our solution. Okay, so honestly, this is very self-explanatory. You just use a calculator. So the next one, sine inverse of 0.2447. So sine inverse of 0.2447. Okay, so 0.24721. Okay, so 4 decimal places to me is a really good number to do. Okay, and then the last one, arc cosine of 2. So we're doing inverse of cosine and 2. And then look, sure enough, we get an error. Okay, when you get an error, basically you could just put not possible. Okay, and the reason it's not possible because sine only goes from negative 1 to 1, if you recall in our notes. So our domain for cosine inverse, the values only go from negative 1 to 1. So this is much bigger than that. So it's not possible. Okay. So this is very self-explanatory. I don't think I need more examples, but you can always try the checkpoint. So on there. And I think that should be enough. So everything that we just did, you can check your answers using a calculator. Okay. Just be careful because usually the calculators won't give you the pi. You actually have to plug it in. So yeah, they won't give you an output of pi. Well, I guess depending on the calculator, but I don't think I could do it on here. Okay. But you can verify or check your answers. Okay. All right, boys and girls, so that's it for day 1. At any time, if you have any questions, please jump in the chat and let me know, and I can help you, okay? I think overall, this should be a pretty easy lesson. Don't overthink it, and please practice using your unit circle, okay? Makes things a lot easier.